Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be trying some new products from Smashbox. It's been a while since I featured them on my channel. We have the new Halo Fresh Perfecting Powder. We have the new Halo Glow Highlighting Duo. And one of Kathleen Light's favorites, the Photo Finish Vitamin Glow Primers. If you guys are curious to hear a little bit about these products, see them in action, and hear my thoughts, then just keep watching. We're going to start off with this primer. In the past, I have tried the Primerizer primer and liked it. The primer water and love the primer water. I feel like my makeup lasts so much longer when I use the primer water. So this is the Vitamin Glow Primer with vitamins B, C, and E. It says refreshing water gel primer, awakens skin for a healthy glow. It says instantly hydrates, softens, and nourishes. Makeup goes on smoothly and effortlessly, and it's for all skin types. It says wear alone or apply 1 to 2 pumps before makeup for a hydrated, healthy glow. This is what the packaging looks like. It's like a peachy bottle with orange writing. Has a slight peach tint to it. A slight citrusy smell, which I would expect from a vitamin C product. Okay, so it feels kind of slippery. We're just going to apply it and see what my skin thinks of it. I have 2 pumps right here. It does smell nice. I think I need a little bit more. It does feel like a cross between like a water gel moisturizer and a serum. It doesn't feel slippery or greasy at all. And don't mind like the major breakouts happening here. Masks are breaking my skin out like crazy. I don't know what it is. But whenever I have a day where I have to go out and have to wear a mask, I get breakouts all along my nose and all along my chin. So clearly, my skin does not like wearing masks, but my face is not liking it, I'll tell you that much. My skin looks kind of like glowy and hydrated, which is nice. So let's pop on a little foundation and head on over to product number 2. So this is what my skin looks like with foundation on top of the primer. I mean, I don't think it did anything for like minimizing pores, but my skin still looks pretty radiant and like healthy. So now let's check out the new powder, the Halo Fresh Perfecting Powder. Now, claims on this is lightweight powder, feels aerated and creates a long-wearing look with a soft, natural airbrushed finish. Built-in powderizer. It freshly grinds your ideal amount of powder with no mess. I believe they had that in their previous powder as well. Packed with skin-loving ingredients infused with goji berry, gold, and peptides. Smooth, color-true, long-wearing powder won't crease, cake, or settle into fine lines. And they all come out of the package looking a bit dusty, so just be aware of that. Okay, this one made a mess, and it's all over the place.
Excellent.
Excellent, love that. So clearly there's no stopper in here to stop the powder from coming out. So I would say packaging is a thumbs down for me. This right here is the Fair Light Neutral, which looks like it will be fine for me. Okay, so the packaging is cute. Like, I like the cap. It's a very unique design, but as you can see inside, the powder gets everywhere. Like, it's just all over the place when you open it. So just be mindful of that it's a very, very messy dispenser. Okay, so now that I think I've cleaned up most of the powder, I can show you how this is supposed to work. You're supposed to twist this and it will grind up fresh powder for you. You see the powder coming out? So that's supposed to be like the perfect amount of powder, but if it's not, you're left with all of this powder in the jar. So that like if it's shifting around in your drawer, powder is gonna be all over the lid and sides once you open this up. So I like the idea of the freshly ground powder, but unless you use all of it, it's going to be a mess. And like I said, just opening all of these brand new packages up, they were all coated in powder. So it's not the cleanest of designs. So I powdered this side with the Smashbox powder, and this is unpowdered. You can see that it's a lot more matte. It definitely mattified. It did smooth out my pore area. It doesn't look really heavy anywhere. It looks like a lightweight powder, and I thought this would have like a bit of glow to it because on my hand, it does seem like there's a little bit of radiance to the powder, but I'm not really seeing it once it's on my face. So I'm fully powdered, and as you can see, I still have a lot of powder left in here, so let's hope that it doesn't go all over the place next time I open this up. So packaging, I'm gonna say, is a thumbs down, but the product looks really nice so far. That leads us to product number 3, which is the Halo Glow Highlighting Duo. So they each have two sides, a cream and a powder highlight, and this one is Golden Pearl. Again, with a similar packaging, the halo on the front. Lift up lid, you have a mirror. Mine did come broken, so just be aware it's a very soft powder. So we have a powder over here. That is this shade right here. It's like a nice peachy shade. And then they do have a little lift up plastic tab here for the more wet formula, which I believe is like the cream, and this one's a bit warmer. The description on this is meet your lighting crew. This versatile palette has two highlight shades, each with a different texture and finishes to create a custom glow. Radiant putty with a subtle luminosity, and then the silky powder with intense pearl shimmer. Both go on smooth and won't emphasize texture for face or eyes. So again, here was the more creamy one, and this was the powder one. This just looks a bit more golden. This looks a little bit more apricot. They look like similar formulas, honestly. They look nice and smooth. I like to apply putty and cream products with a sponge. So I'm just gonna grab my little highlighting sponge here, dip it into the like putty formula, and just kind of dab onto the cheekbones and see what we get. It's applying kind of chunky with the sponge, so let me try with a brush. I'm not really loving this one this time, guys. I'm sorry. In the past, I've loved the Smashbox and Velada Petal Metal Highlight. That one I'm obsessed with. It's beautiful. I've liked a lot of their other products. I love their retractable lip liners. I also really like their like contouring and blush palettes. I think they're really excellent. But for some reason, this like putty highlight is not blowing me away. There are bits of my skin that are not being covered, that are being like skipped over. So I'm not loving that. So let's try the powder formula on this side. And this one is a bit more of like a peachy formula. Already I can tell you this one applied much more evenly, much more smoothly. Okay, so I like that. Now, does it give me a weird cast on my face? No, neither of them leave a different color. Like sometimes you put a highlight on that has a base color that doesn't kind of match your skin tone. So for example, it might be too beige, so when you turn away you see like more of like a brownish tan stripe on your face, but when you turn sideways it's reflective. So this does not have that. So for my skin tone, this is my current skin tone, I would say I'm like a light to slightly tan light, and this color works fine for me. There's no strange cast, but it isn't the most flattering color on my skin tone that I've ever tried. Like I don't like it on the apples of my cheeks, I can tell you that already. But on the cheekbone it looks nice. The cream product though, I'm just not getting the smooth result that I like. So let me try applying it with my finger this time. It does kind of feel like a putty. Like I can press down and it leaves my fingerprint there. That helped, but I still feel like in my smile lines, the product did not disperse, which is strange because I don't get that on this side. So I don't know. There's just something that I'm not loving about this particular putty formula. I just feel like it's not covering my skin equally in the places that I'm putting it, if that makes sense. So I like the powder highlight. I think this is really pretty. And I feel like if you're even slightly more tan than me, this would work excellently. If you're any paler than me, this is probably going to be too dark of a highlight for you. But I do really like this powder formula, and the shade is really pretty. So all in all, the Vitamin Glow Primer, I like it so far. Like, my forehead still looks like it has a bit of radiance to it. I didn't add any highlighting products to the forehead. So I like this. I'll continue to use this. Vitamin C is really good for healing scars, which I have a lot of acne scars right here right now. So I'm probably going to be reaching for this a lot in the upcoming months, years. Who knows how long Corona is going to stick around. The powder, the formula of the powder was fine. I'm just not a big fan of this particular packaging. Like, as you can see, the powder sits along the outside lip. It sits in here, and even if you didn't have any ground here, the dust from the powder that's underneath kind of puffs up when you open it, so it's not a very clean way to package a powder. I understand that loose powders fluff up too, but at least these you can tap down beforehand. These, they kind of sit on the outer lip as well, so it's not very messy. So I would suggest opening this package over a table, over a paper towel, over a towel or something, so it doesn't end up on you or the floor. So the formula is fine. I'm just not a big fan of this packaging. And the Halo Highlight Duo, I like 50% of this. The other half, I'm on the fence about. Let me try the powder over this highlight real quick. Okay, so applied on top of it, it does seem to be a lot more smooth of an application. So perhaps layered, they would be excellent, but I don't like the putty by itself. So I would say either use both together or just the powder one, but I would not suggest just the putty one. There's just something about the way that it's sitting. It's just not applying the way I like my highlights, which is like smooth and consistent. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing swatches and a try on of the new products from Smashbox. If you did enjoy this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.